solar opposites. Get ready for their biggest challenge yet. Final season Thrift adventures. Picture this. A group of quirky aliens crash-landed on Earth, always relying on their high-tech gadgets and wild adventures to get by. Now, in what could be their most vulnerable moment ever, they're stripped of all that in the final season of Solar Opposites. It's a raw, emotional dive into self-discovery that might just hit close to home for anyone who's ever faced a financial downfall or an identity crisis. But trust me, this setup is packed with humor, heart, and a ton of chaos that fans won't want to miss. Let's break it down. The show kicks off its last hurrah, with the alien family dealing with total bankruptcy after their fancy diamond-making contraption gets smashed to bits. They've already pawned off all their sci-fi treasures, and as one character, Jessie, grumbles in a fresh teaser clip, she's not even bothering with something as simple as composting, because, well, why start now? The season's tagline captures it perfectly. Without their shopping sprees and thrill-seeking pastimes, they're left staring at their true identities. Will they embrace what they find, or will it lead to more hilarious mishaps? Based on the sneak peek, it looks like the journey to self-acceptance is going to be bumpy and full of laughs. For those new to the series, Solar Opposites is this animated comedy that blends over-the-top sci-fi elements with everyday human absurdities. Created by Mike McMahon, who's known for his work on other hit shows, and the controversial figure Justin Roiland, it spins off vibes similar to Rick and Morty, but carves out its own niche. The story centers on a dysfunctional alien clan who end up stuck on Earth after a rough landing, navigating life in suburbia with a mix of wonder and sarcasm. Think of it as a satirical take on family dynamics, where aliens grapple with things like consumerism and relationships in ways that mirror our own struggles. For example, just like how we might splurge on the latest gadgets only to regret it later, these characters learn that material stuff doesn't define who you are. A lesson that's both entertaining and thought-provoking for beginners dipping their toes into this genre. But here's where it gets controversial. The show's origins tie back to Roiland, who was involved in its early days but faced serious backlash due to multiple abuse allegations. He voiced the main character, Korvo, for the first 3 seasons before being replaced by Dan Stevens, known for his roles in shows like Legion. This shift brought a fresh energy to the series, with fans debating whether it improved the show or lost some of its original spark. And this is the part most people miss. While Roiland's departure was messy, it opened doors for new talent, like the core cast, including Thomas Middleditch, Mary Mack, and Sean Giambroni, who bring their own charm to the alien family. Season 6 amps up the excitement with a stellar lineup of guest stars, such as Tiffany Haddish, Kieran Culkin, and Alfred Molina, adding even more layers of fun and unpredictability. As for what's in store, the final season promises a roller coaster of emotions, with more complications, more action, and more conclusions. One big highlight is wrapping up the long-running saga of The Wall, which has been a fan-favorite subplot involving a mini-society within the alien's home. Hulu's teasing a thrilling and shocking conclusion to that story. And there's even a dark hint in the new clip where Korvo suggests that one of the solar opposites has to bite the dust. Talk about a gut punch ending. It's all set to premiere on October 13, giving viewers a chance to see how everything ties together in what could be a memorable send-off. Now, thinking about all this, do you believe a show can bounce back stronger after losing a key creator, or does it inevitably change for the worse? And what about the themes of self-discovery? Have you ever had a moment where losing something forced you to reevaluate your life? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. Solar Opposites final season. Aliens face budget crisis in hilarious trailer. Breaking news. The end is near for our favorite alien house guests. The colorful world of Solar Opposites preps for its final landing. Prepare for liftoff. Our alien friends have one last intergalactic mission to undertake. The 6th and final season of the animated adult comedy blast-off drops October 13 on Hulu and Hulu on Disney, with all 10 episodes available at launch. But here's where it gets controversial. Will we finally find out what happens to the Wall's human inhabitants after their story arcs are resolved? And how will our extraterrestrial crew survive without their prized diamond-making machine? The final frontier. What's coming in season 6? When disaster strikes and the aliens' consumerist utopia faces a major budget crunch, they're forced to confront their true identities. Picture this. Jeff, Jesse, Rick, and Korvo ditching their lavish lifestyle for actually paying attention to each other? The official synopsis hints at a wild ride. Their expensive lives on a budget. When hobbies are gone, only their true selves remain. But will they even recognize themselves? Meanwhile, the human saga on the wall reaches its climax. Think dramatic conclusions and shocking reveals that have kept fans guessing for seasons. Who's back and who's new? Returning powerhouses include Dan Stevens, Korvo, Thomas Middleditch, Terry, Mary Mac Jesse, and Sean Giambroni Jeff. But let's talk newcomers. This season's guest stars read like a comedy dream team. Tiffany Haddish, Kieran Culkin, Christina Hendricks. Think it's a class reunion meets intergalactic chaos. Did we mention Alfred Molina and Jerry O'Connell also crash the party? Expect unexpected collaborations, then laugh out loud moments. Where to catch up before the final voyage? All 5 seasons are currently streaming on Hulu, including the Christmas, the Halloween-themed Scary Movie Night special, and that Valentine's Day slot where our aliens tried to survive human romance. Pro tip, binge everything now to catch up on the Wall's human drama. It might just change how you watch this season's finale. The Walt Disney Company owns Hulu, Disney Plus, and this ABC affiliate. All episodes drop October 13. But here's a thought. Do you believe ending the show at 6 seasons is too soon? Or is it a bold move to avoid overstaying its welcome? Sound off in the comments. Where do you land in this interstellar debate? Warning, may cause sadness for fans. Final season syndrome if real.